Hey guys, it's Dean. Welcome to the Better Man podcast. Today's episode is a solo episode, and I want to talk about pushing through the suck in this episode, and specifically when it's part of a process. So I'm gonna give you a real example from my own life because that's the best way I know how to tell it, and then hopefully you can find a similar situation in your own life, and hopefully it gives you the faith and the trust in the process and the faith in yourself to get through it when it is the hard part of it. So, this is a good example. So, for me, for example, recently I actually just did a podcast interview with an upcoming guest. And for the first time ever, I talked about financial struggles. It's something that it's a topic that I've steered clear of in the past in the Better Man podcast, just because I wasn't sure how it felt talking about it. But success, money is part of that. So I thought, let's keep it in. So here's a good example: is when we were going through some changes with Manful Yoga, we were trying out something new. There was a large upfront cost, so we were paying a lot of money to consultants who we had faith and we reasonably thought would do well and be able to help us to turn around a kind of a slump that we were facing. But it was really expensive for the first few months of doing that, and we didn't see any results for about 6 months. And that was the plan. We knew it would take about 6 months. But while you are in the process of, oh, we're spending more money, but we're not making that money back yet, and you're not seeing the results happening yet, it's a really crappy time to be through. There's a lot of anxiety, there's a lot of stress, and this is a situation that has a lot of parallels in other situations. You could be starting a new workout program and you're 2 or 3 weeks in and you're feeling really sore. You're not sure if it's going to work because you haven't seen the results yet. And so you're just in this period where this is really uncomfortable. This kind of sucks. I don't know if this is going to work. Should I keep going? And it's at this point in the process where you have to find some faith in what you're doing, where you have to say to yourself, I know this is going to work, or I reasonably believe this is going to work, and I have faith in this. And this is something that I practice on a nightly basis. Is I kind of have this little ritual that I go sit outside and I have a gratitude practice. And sometimes I ask for things at the end of that gratitude practice. I say, hey, universe, I'm really looking for some faith in what I'm doing. I want to be reassured that I'm doing the right thing. And I've done that enough where I do feel faith in the process. I do feel faith in what I'm doing. And even when I'm not seeing the results of what I'm doing yet, I have faith that I'm going to get them because I've been in this situation before. I've been in this situation where I've started something new and I'm doing the work, but the results haven't happened yet because the results don't happen instantly. They take time. But while you're waiting for those results to occur, you have doubt, you have uncertainty, you're worried, you're anxious because those results might be something very important or necessary to you. So it's just a reminder to say that when you are in that process, when you are in that stage of the process, when you're doing the work, but you haven't realized the results yet, it's important to stay the course. It's important to try and find faith in what you're doing rather than freaking out and changing direction or trying something new, but just sticking with the process because it's something that you believe in, because it's something that you think is going to work. So this is to everybody who's going through something new right now, who's going through changes, to say, hey, find faith in what you're doing, believe in yourself. You're going to get through it. And hopefully you've had previous experiences that have taught you that when you are going through these new things, you know that they're leading to something. And the more that you can do that, if you can have experience with that process of finding something you want to fix, doing the work, and then noticing the results, noticing improvements, that's going to give you more confidence for the future. And I know that's been really powerful for me because when I get into these situations, when something's not working out and I need to make changes, I know that because I've done this in the past. I know that as long as I follow whatever plan I put in front of me, and I've chosen the plan because I am reasonably confident that it's going to work, I have faith that when I get, however long it takes in, maybe a few weeks, maybe a few months, I know that I'm going to get the results that I want because I have faith in it. But when you're going through it, when you're not seeing the results yet, it sucks. And that's just part of it to understand. You're going to have more anxiety. You're going to have more stress. It's just not a fun period. But if you can find faith in the end result, that's going to help you when you are going through the suck, so to speak. So I hope this was helpful for you. Really short one, but I wanted to get out this message because I think it's a really important one. I think it's really helpful. Also wanted to let you know we have an entire pelvic floor health series that we're releasing in the Manful Yoga members area for the month of November. This was done with Dr. Lance Frank, who is a pelvic floor specialist. So I'm really excited about releasing that content. This is a relatively new kind of content we've released. We haven't done these big collaborations in our members area in the past. So you can see that in the members area now on the Manful Yoga app and members area, available on all major platforms and on the internet browser. We also are releasing some shorter versions of these videos that we created specifically for YouTube on the Manful Yoga YouTube channel throughout the month of November. And if you do watch these videos, we are going to be requesting in the videos that you consider donating to our Movember fundraiser in honor of Men's Health Awareness Month. You can find our page at manflowyoga.com. I think if you go to movember.com/manflowyoga, we'll put the link here in the show notes so you can consider donating. And in years past, I think we've raised a total of $13,000 for men's health research, which is pretty cool. And that all goes directly to the Movember nonprofit. So lastly, I will say that we have a really special deal coming up for Black Friday. So if you are on our email list, if you are a member, we're going to be doing something we've never done before. We're really doing Black Friday big this year. So be on the lookout for that. And if you're curious about signing up for the Manful Yoga members area, don't sign up until Black Friday because that's when the deal is. So hang on until then. But don't forget Black Friday, big Manful Yoga deal. All right, guys. Thanks for listening to this episode. Hope you got something out of it. I'll look forward to seeing you on the next one.
If you like that episode, check out this other one right here. I think you're really going to enjoy it. If you haven't subscribed, click this subscribe button over here, and you can listen to the full episodes on any major podcasting platform. Full details below in the description.